trainer Dipanshi is again here to teach you guys about MEG 5. Yes, I'm aware that we have only one day to prepare. It's 20 today and we're having exams on 22nd, that is our Tuesday. And those who have already studied literary criticism and theory in their bachelor's, that is English honours, they must be aware that there are few topics and few writers which we have already studied in bachelor's. But for those who are completely new to this this subject, they must not be aware. Even they must be confused that where to start from. And secondly, we have a habit of starting at the 11th hour. Since we know we are having exams on 22nd, we are starting today. So yes, so let us just discuss few important questions, which are very important questions which we should not at all leave. Okay, so let's not waste more time. Firstly, let me just, although you must be aware of this syllabus, but still I just want to discuss that which are the parts in which this chapter, this subject is divided. So the first one is Introduction of Literary Criticism and Theory. When we talk about literary criticism and theory, what do you think comes to your mind? Just comment it right away. What do you think? Which topic comes to your mind? Criticism. What do you understand by the word criticism? Because that is more important. When we talk about criticism, we should understand that what is literature, what is criticism. In layman's words, it's really easy to answer. But when it comes to writing a paper of 20 marks, it becomes difficult. Because we are not aware that what are the words, what are the terms we could use. For that, I would just suggest you could just go for M.H. Abraham Literary Terms book. I would not say right now because you don't have a lot of time. But if you're going to pursue PhD, you're looking for further plans, so just go for that. That's a really good book to learn literary terms. So let's not waste more time. So the first chapter with which you have to start is an introduction. Now in there are so many, like if you go to the IGNOU book, if you refer that book, there are so many parts of it. In introduction also you have around 6 parts. So I would just suggest you not to read the entire one. Just go for literature, criticism and theory. As I said, you have to learn that. It's not about learning, it's about understanding what is literature, what is criticism and what is theory. When it comes to criticism, we have, like I would say, a plethora of criticism. It's not just limited to literary criticism. In literary criticism, we have so many parts. For example, there is the most favorite of mine is feminist criticism. You have classical criticism, and you have romantic criticism, you have new criticism, Marxist theory is there. Marxist theory is one of my favorite theories. Okay, so let's not waste time. Let's move to introduction. Firstly, please read literature, criticism and theory. Second point to read is the function of criticism. That what is criticism really doing? Even there could be a question that what do you think that literary criticism really has any role in modern literature? Do you think that right now also it has some sort of roots and roots which we should follow? When we come to classical criticism, in the classical criticism, Plato is very important. Very important. Plato, an imitation and art. Please read that. Then comes Aristotle theory of imitation. Aristotle theory of imitation. Actually, there is something like Aristotle's tragedy as well. So that is very important, both part 1 and part 2. When we come to third one, that is romantic criticism. Yes, as I said, those who have done English honours are already aware of the facts that we have already studied this. Now what is the thing which we have already studied? William Wordsworth's lyrical ballads, preface to lyrical ballads, which we have already studied. Then the last one, in this one only, P.B. Shelley, A Defense of Poetry. That is important because P.B. Shelley's A Defense of Poetry, even Coleridge's Biographia Literaria is important, but I would suggest if you are running out of time, just read these two things, Wordsworth's Preface to Lyrical Ballads and P.B. Shelley's A Defense of Poetry. When it comes to new criticism, we are already aware that yes, I.A. Richards holds a very, very, very bigger part, a larger part in this era, in this new criticism. But studying only I.A. Richards won't suffice. So we have to read T.S. Eliot as well. We have to go through Ransom and Clent Brooks as well. That is also important. Let's move to the Marxist view. As I was telling you, this is one of my Yes, I'm not from the art section. I mean, yes, since I've started following art when I completed my bachelor's, and I'm right now like my master's. So at that time, it became one of my favorites. So one is Marxism and literature. Okay. Second point which you have to read: Society and History, according to the Marxist view. Representing the critiquing society, superstructures. Superstructures are important. Then literature and ideology. If you want, you can leave this part. But Marxism and literature, society and history according to Marxist view, representing the critiquing society, and like the superstructures are important. Feminist theories. I guess all the women or even the males must love this one. Especially I would say Kamala Das is one of my favorites. But in this one, we have features of feminist criticism are important. Mary Wollstonecraft's A Vindication of the Rights of Women. It's important. It's very important because she has discussed that what is the importance of education. And just think about that. In 19th century, even right now, it is difficult for us to find education. Okay, maybe we are privileged enough that yes, we are able to educate ourselves. Our parents are supporting ourselves. But in 19th century, there was a time where even our mothers only used to say that you're not supposed to do so. Why? Because a male is supposed to come out of the world, and you're not supposed to use your wits and to enter in the world of politics. So at that time, it was really difficult. So I would say please read Mary Wollstonecraft, even Virginia Woolf. Even it would interest you this much that you will like to read it even after the paper. Trust me, this is very interesting. So yeah, Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own. It shows us that what is the importance of working. Why is working important for us? Why do we need privacy? What is the idea of individual room? I guess we all have dreamt about having my own room, or having our own room where nobody could enter without my permission. So we all have dreamt about it. So please read Virginia Woolf. It would help you, not just because you are actually going to give the paper, but just because you want to enjoy it. Okay, even reading makes us feel really happy, no? So yeah. Then Simone de Beauvoir's The Second Sex is important. It's important. It's very important. Let's move. When it comes to deconstruction, deconstruction theories are important. See, although I would say that everything is important once you're going to the paper, to appear for the paper, but right now we don't have a lot of time. So we just have to, let's say, hold on to the crunches, which are really basics and which are really important for us. So in deconstruction, you can just read 3 theories. One is New Criticism and Structuralism. Second is deconstructing poetry, and deconstructing drama is also important. You can leave contemporary literary theory because as I've seen the papers, when I was going through 20 of papers, in them, the question from contemporary literary theory, I could not find any. When it comes to important question, you must read about Aristotle. Like, I'm just repeating it. I've written it actually, so I'm just speaking those out. So yeah, Aristotle argues in favor that drama as a larger and higher form of art. That is important. Why is drama considered as a larger and higher form of art according to Aristotle? Then the important question will be, give me a minute. Obviously structuralism, I've already told you people about structuralism. Mimesis is important. I.A. Richards contribution, T.S. Eliot contribution, and Michael Bakhtin. Michael Bakhtin cannot be forgotten. Actually, I'm sorry, Bakhtin was actually in MG 10 and I got just confused. So yeah. Then Wordsworth's theory of poetic diction, referring to preface to the lyrical ballads, is important. Then comes superstructure, that I've already told you. Superstructures, relationship according to the Marx view is important. Then Plato. Do you think that Plato is actually subversive? Then Wordsworth's distinction between the language of prose and metrical composition. So Hamartia, do not forget to read Hamartia, that is also important. Hamartia is in actually Hamartia, or we could say the tragic falling. Then comes Marxist literary theory or Freudian psychoanalysis. Irony, structure, some literary terms should be on tips. And that's all. But the topics which I have given you, believe me, are really important. If you leave, let's say I have given you around 7 topics, 8 topics, or maybe 15 topics. If I've given you 15 and you don't have a lot of time and you don't have a very good reading capability, so I would just suggest at least read 8 of them, and 8 of them from different genre. I mean, one from classical criticism, one from new criticism, one from feminist. If you're reading feminist criticism, please read Virginia Woolf. Please, it's important. And if you're not able to read a lot, so do not go for the backgrounds, but at least read what are they trying to say. And you can even go to Great Saver if you're not having the books. If I'm able to help you in any way, please drop a comment. I know this is very, I would say, everybody is doing these days, but I would say please like, comment and subscribe if you want me to upload more videos. Although for this video I had to muster a lot of courage, because I was thinking maybe the people will like it or not. So here I'm gonna upload this video, and let's see how much am I able to help the people around. So all the best. I hope you're gonna score more than 70 if you read all the topics. You know, as they say, there are always 2 roads. This is your choice. Which one do you actually choose? The road not taken. So yeah, all the best. Have a good time ahead. Enjoy yourself. Study well.